Hello, my name is Zors, I'm 19 years old and I believe in Jesus. But why? If you are a friend of mine or know who I am, if I could ask for anything in the world from you, it would be for you to watch this video, listen and be open-minded. And if you're new, welcome and hello, and this is why I believe in Jesus. I don't have a crazy testimony or story on how I became to believe in Jesus. In fact, I was born in a Christian household and grew up going to church. I never reached a point in my life where I questioned my faith or what I believed in. Sure, there was times in my life where I felt distant from my relationship with God, but for my whole life I have believed God is real. And growing up in a Christian household, I was never forced to believe what my family believed. It was only around when I was 13 to 14 years old I had a personal conversation with myself of did I really believe everything I have been told and taught my entire life? And ultimately I landed on yes. And it wasn't until I was around 17 years old when I truly felt so strong with my relationship with God. It was summer of 2023 and I was at a summer camp with my church. And everyone was having a blast and things were going good. But one evening during camp, the church was all in the same room during worship, and long story short, the presence of God completely filled that room. The amount of peace I felt in that room that day was something I had never felt before, and almost everyone in that room was crying and weeping of joy because of how much peace we had had and how loved we had felt from a God I knew was real. And I myself was even weeping that day. And from that day forward, my relationship with God has only grown more and more. I even had the opportunity to go back to that same camp next year, and I had a friend who had majorly sprained his ankle. In fact, it was so bad, we thought he was going to be sent home. He was given crutches and couldn't walk at all, but thankfully he was able to stay at camp. However, that same night, one of the leaders had prayed for him and his leg, and miraculously, my friend who legitimately could not physically walk, at that very moment put aside his crutches and could now walk and move around perfectly normal. This is a true story and I witnessed it in the same room. He went from not being able to walk at all without being in pain to being able to hike up a mountain for a Bible study in less than 12 hours apart. This is why I believe in Jesus, what I've seen, experienced, and felt. Those videos you see online of people getting healed, demons being cast out, miracles happening, those things are biblical. The Bible isn't just a made-up book, it is a legitimately true story that I 100% believe in. And it's not just my experiences that make me believe. There is so much evidence that the Bible is true and real. In fact, there isn't a single contradiction on the planet that disproves the existence of God. I'm not kidding. There is no evidence that God doesn't exist. In fact, there is only evidence. One piece of evidence that stands out to me the most is the fulfillment of Messianic prophecies. Messianic prophecies are predictions in the Bible, specifically the Old Testament, that later became true, and over 300 Messianic prophecies have been fulfilled. Now, to give an understanding of how insane this is, a study was done in 1958 by a science professor named Peter Stoner. He ran the statistics on the odds of just 8 Messianic prophecies being fulfilled, and the estimated odds that came back was 1 in 10 to the 17th power. That is 1 in 100 quadrillion odds, and that is just 8 prophecies out of over 300 that were fulfilled. It is mathematically impossible for those prophecies to be fulfilled, but yet the Bible predicts them all, perfectly. And if you don't believe me, feel free to look it up. This was a real study done. That evidence itself should be enough to at least consider the fact that what if this story is real? And there's so much more evidence than that. What I'm trying to say is I'm not just some person who believes in God because I felt peace on some evening. It's not because I saw one man healed. It's not because I was raised in a Christian household. It's so much more than that. My name is Zors, and I 100% truly believe Jesus Christ is real. To any friends, family, or even new-time viewers watching, there is a God who is real and loves you so much. I hope me sharing my faith will make you at least consider what if God is truly real. And I hope this will encourage others to possibly share your story or faith as well. Even if you don't have a testimony or a crazy story on how you met Jesus, don't let that hold you back from sharing your faith. It held me back, and I hate that it did. You sharing what's on your heart may be exactly what someone needs to hear. If this video made you more curious about my faith, or if you have any questions, please feel free to message me via Discord. Jesus loves you so much. Thank you for watching. Have an amazing day.